TikTok, Instagram. What's up, Lanya? What's going on? Cello. All right. Lagara Smith. What's going on? Rolly Good. Mark Bowles. Or Macon Bulls. Itella. What's going on? Got Andreas in the house. What's going on? Chris. How you doing? The Penguins. What's going on? Richard Harton. How you doing? Demon Time Tommy. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Everybody that's joining us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Welcome to Titan Talk Tuesday with me, John, CEO and owner of Titan Medical Center. And I'm here with you guys every Tuesday, 6 p.m. I'm here to answer your questions about anything Titan Medical Center can do for you guys, which could be hormone replacement therapy, medical weight loss, vitamin amino acid injectable therapies, rejuvenation detox, libido enhancers, peptide therapies, nationwide blood work, and so many other different services to help you guys feel better, look better, and perform better. And I'm here to answer all your questions about the therapies, how we can help you guys out. And if you guys are trying to gain muscle, lose weight, whatever's trying to go on, get better sleep, improve IGF-1 levels, all these different things I will go over with you guys, talk with you guys. Big Dan Wheeler bought a badge. Appreciate Dan. Dan's always tight and strong forever. SR Matt Matson, can I ask a question? Absolutely. So I'm here for the questions, guys. Good questions, please. And then I'll go over some of the different things. We have our therapy of the week, which is IGF-1 LR3. I'll go over that too as well, how it can help you guys out. Some of the different benefits you might get from IGF-1 LR3. I've been using IGF-1 LR3 myself, probably about 4 or 5 years now, on and off. Yeah, I take this, every, 90 days or so, I would say. I add it back into the routine. Been a game changer for me and game changer for so many other people out there. When we talk about IGF-1, people don't really know what IGF-1 is. Some people do, some people don't. So let's just go into it, start breaking it down so you guys get an understanding what IGF-1 is. So IGF-1 stands for insulin-like growth factor 1. The LR3 means it's long lasting, right? It stays longer in the body. There are two different IGFs. There's IGF-1 by itself, and there's IGF-1 R3. IGF-1 we used to offer too as well, but IGF-1 goes in real quick, has a short half-life, and is done. Where IGF-1 R3 has a long half-life, so it goes in and keeps working for a long extended period of time, better than IGF-1. Now, IGF-1, where does IGF-1 come from, and where are the benefits? So when we talk about IGF-1, and I will get to that question in 1 second. Is it better than clomiphene or HCG? I will talk about that making bulls in 1 second for you, okay? Best Scorpio, what's going on? How you doing? IRS Security Corp, what's going on? How you doing? So IGF-1 comes from the conversion. And it comes from the conversion when GH is produced in the pituitary. It goes from the pituitary to the liver, and in the liver, that's where GH is converted. And this is where you're going to see all your benefits from GH, your own growth hormone or growth hormone that you put inside your body. How it's going to work is when it converts, it's going to convert into IGF-1, 2, and 3. Now, IGF-1 is where you're going to get all the benefits from growth hormone and all the benefits from anti-aging, lean body mass, growing more cells in the body, losing weight, recomposition, skin elasticity, hair, nails, all these good things that go along with anti-aging come from IGF-1. And that is the biggest form of recovery you could possibly get. IGF-1 levels inside the body, you can test these levels to see where these levels are at too as well. But as we age, the growth hormone that we produce naturally starts going down and we don't produce as much. And our IGF-1 levels start to decrease too as well. And what happens over time? Recovery starts getting bad over time. We don't heal as fast. We don't get over sickness as fast. Different things can affect us a lot worse when we start getting older and everything is not optimized or where it should be. And when we start getting down to these lower levels of things, we really start having the problems, and people out there start having the issues and the symptoms that go along with some of these deficiencies or low levels of hormones. And this is just another one of them that you have to look over and look at to see what is really going on. So with this, IGF-1 LR3, you can use it for two different things. If you want to grow more muscle mass, lean up, just have better anti-aging as far as that goes all the way across the board, better sleep, then IGF-1 LR3 could be the therapy for you. Always pros and cons to almost everything out there. IGF-1 LR3 is mainly, as far as safe, for a majority of people out there. Now, if you have a bad health history, what do I mean by that? If you've had cancer before, right? Your family, close, mother, father, all had cancer. Siblings, cancer. If you have a lot of cancer that runs in your family, and I'll give you an example from me. On my side, on my Greek side, my dad's side, we have our cousins. And our cousins, the whole family had 3 brothers and a father, and the father died from prostate. And then 2 of the brothers had prostate cancer too as well. This is on my cousins, right? My first cousins. So obviously for me, that's kind of like an issue, and I want to make sure like, hey, listen, I'm okay with this. So there's just different things to watch out for. Now, don't worry. That's what our medical providers are here for. When you go through the consultation with the medical provider, they're going to go through your health history, your family health history. They're going to look at your symptoms and what's going on with the blood work. And they're going to put all this together and come up with the best regimen for you, personalized regimen for you. And if there's any questions about maybe something you want to do, like IGF-1 LR3, you guys can go over that in the visit too as well and go over all the different things. All right. IGF-1 LR3. Right now, there is a special on IGF-1 LR3. You get $25 off, and we have different packages. One starts at $5.50, and then they go up. And you can go from the low dose, high dose, and even a Titan dose. Okay? And it's definitely been a game changer for me and been a game changer for so many different patients out there. Great results from IGF-1 LR3. I think you guys will love it if you guys try it. And it works for a multitude of different things. All right. If you guys are interested in this, all you have to do, and you do have to do blood work with IGF-1 LR3, but you have to fill out the new patient paperwork too as well, and you'll do the consult with the medical provider, and you'll be good to go. Good to go. All right, so making bulls is test better with enclomiphene or HCG to maintain natural production. So, both work very well, right? Now, making bulls before HCG couldn't be compounded, I was taking HCG, and all the other patients, majority were taking HCG. So HCG works very effectively. Now, enclomiphene is what people have had to switch to from compounded HCG being gone. Compounded HCG is going to be back with Titan Medical Center here very soon, so that may be an option for our patients in the future. But all of our patients, majority are on enclomiphene, and me too as well. And that's a capsule, so some people like that more because it's not an injectable. If they're traveling, they don't have to bring it with them. They don't have to refrigerate. They can have it in their pocket and pop it whenever they want. They both work very, very well for add-back therapy as far as maintaining natural production when you're on testosterone. So either choice will be good for you. It just what works better for you, right? Some people like HCG more than enclomiphene and vice versa. So it's really a user's preference. They both work very well. Now, on the medical side, the scientific side, enclomiphene should, on paper, work better than HCG, but I've taken both and they both work phenomenal. So it's really up to you what you feel works best for your add-back therapy. And if you can get compounded HCG like through us, it will be cost effective. If you don't, enclomiphene is going to be more cost effective for your treatment. Okay, Hulk Squad, what's going on? ISS Auto Detail, Fee Zohar, what's going on? AJ Photo, Aaron B. Alexander, SR Martin. When do you get your peptide? Where do you get your peptides from? I tried BPC 157 from a similar company. It was like injecting saline. Absolutely no benefits. Took it for 3.5 weeks. Yikes. SR Matt Madison. I am shocked to hear this. Well, I'm not really shocked, I guess. The same question. Aaron Alexander. I like this. Aaron B. Alexander. So these are great questions, right? Now, first off, I got to ask you guys, where were you getting these from previously? Were you guys getting these from a clinic? It says from a similar company. So that must mean like an HRT, preventative anti-aging company, whatever's out there. Now, we get our peptides from a couple different sources as far as pharmacies. And I inject these peptides myself. So at that point, like, I'm getting all these benefits. First Choice is one of our peptide sources. I get my BPC 157 from there. South Lake Pharmacy, we can get peptides from still. Revive is another one out there that we use. There's multitude. There's a couple different pharmacies that we're still using for this. And I'm anxious to see where you got yours from. Now, I inject BPC 157 almost daily, and it helps me daily. and it's helped me for years. I've got slap tear, stage 3 in my shoulder. My shoulder slips out, the whole 9, and that gives me the relief every single day. It takes inflammation around my body as far as in that area, and it definitely makes it feel better. Now, at that point, like if you took it for 3.5 weeks and you didn't feel anything from it, one, it could be too small of a dose. They might not have been, they tell you, hey, you get a month's supply with this, and they give you some dosing instruction that's really not going to help. Usually with this, you're going to get like 5 milligrams in a vial. You're going to dilute with 5 mLs. And at that point, it should break down to, micrograms. And, at that point, if you're doing a 1-to-1 ratio type deal, if it's 5 milligrams of product inside the vial and 5 mLs of dilutant, it should be a 1-to-1 ratio. That means that if you pull an insulin syringe that has 100 units on it, if you pull 20, it should be 20 units. Now, you should be going anywhere between 25 and 50 units daily. That's what we recommend. And then you should really start seeing some results or some relief, right? Now, depending on what the injury is too as well, because you didn't tell me what injury you had, that could be a difference too. Because listen, these things are amazing, healing peptides, but they're miracles. They're miracles, but they're not miracles like that where they're going to heal bones if you inject it during the area. So let's answer these questions. Where did you get it from? What was the injury, right? That was another thing. Because, saying it's from a similar company, that really doesn't know. And then saying it's like saline, well, it's water-based. It's like literally bacterial static water in the medication in it. So it's going to feel like saline, I guess, or water because majority that's what it's recomposition or reconstituted with. Sorry. Hawk Squad. So I let my gym partner try MK677 for the first time. He said he ate so much his stomach hurt. I think he's going to call you guys. Oh. So that's funny. Hawk Squad. Hawk Squad's been a patient. Hawk Squad had quad tears in the whole 9. Used BPC 157 and TB 500 from Titan Medical Center. And he's healed faster than he's ever healed before. He was in the gym. MK, dude, it will do it to you though, right? It will definitely get you hungrier than you've ever been hungrier in your life. You have the hunger that you've ever had before. And, you'll just want to eat out everything. Eat down everything, the house, whatever you can get. So, that's something to look into as far as if you want to gain lean muscle or gain muscle mass in general. Raise IGF-1 levels, recovery, that's going to be a good one. Romans on TikTok asked, best medication to maintain a healthy HDL, LDL. So you're going to have to look at your diet, one. The second thing is that with this, you can look at a couple different things. Now, Vasipa is the best medication out there as far as it's a prescribed fish oil. It's a prescribed fish oil. Think about that. Now, when we think about fish oils, there's 1,000,001 fish oils over the counter. You're like, well, why can't I just get an over-the-counter fish oil? There should be things with that. It should be fine. Now, if you were to look at an over-the-counter fish oil, and you were looking at Vasipa, because all Vasipa is a prescribed fish oil. That's all it is. But you look at the difference between the two. And the Vasipa is clear, like water. And you look at the over-counter fish oils, and I've looked at a multitude of them, and they're all yellow, right? And they stink real bad. Well, the Vasipa does not stink, and it's clear. It's that pure. And it's FDA approved to do this. The over-the-counter ones are not FDA approved. Now, you might say, well, who cares? That doesn't make a difference in both fish oils. You might take a little bit more of the one that's yellow and get more out of it than you would the clear one. But not by what the clinical studies say. Vasipa is definitely the one to go to if you're worried about HDL. But I would say clean up your diet first. Clean up your diet, do that first, and then at that point, if you want to go to Vasipa or whatever it is, you can go that way. Kaji Gus, Waka, BDB, what's going on? Joey Silva, what's going on? Tar Heel Do, what's up? Joe Silva asks, when can you expect to see results of test ipamorelin? So is that tesamorelin, ipamorelin? Is that what you're asking? Usually you're going to see results within the first 60 to 90 days. 60 to 90 days is what you really want to give your body enough time to, look at these things as far as results. Are you making progress? Are you not making progress? You should be looking at these every 30 days in the interim and look at the progress or not progress that you've got, and look at the next month and the next month. And 90 days comes and you have not seen the progress that you're really looking for, or you haven't seen any progress at all, you need to start tweaking things and adapting and changing for the progress. I usually do this at 30 to 60 days because I look at it, I'm like, all right, well, it's been 30 days. How have I changed, or what has changed? And then I'm like, well, I changed a little bit, but not much. Then I'll go to 60 days. I'm like, all right, what has changed? Now, this isn't changing fast enough, or this isn't doing what I want. Now I really need to change this. And that's what you need to do. BDB88, CJC with DAC trumps all. We have CJC without DAC. That's a pretty good one, too. CJC with ipamorelin. Shauna Purcell in the house. Big shout out to you. APR and Ken, what's going on? YSK, how you doing? B2B, CJC DAC, once a week injections, and just as good as HGH. It's best option out there. Once a week injections. CJC with DAC once a week? That's all you take it? I would take it a little bit more, I think, than that. As good as HGH, best option out there, I have to disagree. I think IGF-1 would be a better option than CJC DAC comparing to HGH. Now, if it was a long, extended period of time where you're going to take this medication because you can take it for that long, that might be the go-to. For short-term options, I think I would go to IGF-1, and I would inject it maybe 2 times a day. At my point, that's what I would do, and that's what I do with it. And that might get you the best results. But CJC with ipamorelin, definitely a good peptide therapy to be on. Michelle, Damien, how you doing? Dirty Bulky Fitness. Kari, Christine, how you doing? Murph, how you doing? Zen, how you doing? Same question. What was the same question? Kari, give me what was the same question, because I've got a lot of questions on here. Shauna Purcell, which company? So we know transparency. I like it, Shauna. I like it. I love Shauna. She always comes on here. She wants the answers. Brooksville Pharmacy, horrible. So we don't use Brooksville. So you guys won't be getting your peptides from Brooksville. So at that point, I know that was a big one across the board from a lot of people, and they said these different things. I know even an article came out nationwide about it. So about some of the different things as far as low dosing and stuff like that. Oh, he got it from Brooksville Pharmacy. He's my husband. Oh, yeah. I like it. BDBA8, Southlake. Southlake they have good medications all the way across the board. Usually if they're a good pharmacy, and I only work with the best pharmacies, guys, so you know that, because I'm getting my medications from there. And I don't want the bad stuff. I want good stuff. I want above board. I want, purity tests. I want all the testing so I can see it for myself, and I do. And at that point, I want the best for my body. And so should you guys. So Brooksville Pharmacy, no go. No go at all. Spinal stenosis and arthritis. So at that point, listen, BBC 157, and we use First Choice for that. I think it would be a really, really good one, and that's what I use, and that's what I have gotten relief with. So that's what I can talk on. And I will only talk on things that I use personally, and I will give you my honest testimonial about these things. Inject into the pain. So you can do that too, or closest to it. If it's an open wound per se, you don't want to inject into an open wound, but closest to that open wound, right? Or if it's a hurt area, closest to that hurt area. And you'll get the better relief, especially with BPC 157. When we talk about BPC 157, you got to remember it's more site specific when you use it. TB 500 works systemically throughout the body, but you still would want to inject that closer to the injury. That way it'll be closer to get to. When BPC 157, we talk about creating these new blood vessels to create blood flow to get to the injured areas and taking away inflammation in those areas too as well. Woo! CDC, DAC, that, and tests, all you need, and some Anavar. See, but that's not a good choice for our patients, and I wouldn't say that to our patients. Anavar is not good for all patients out there. And Anavar is something is a hardener. It's a DHT derivative. Some patients will get negative effects from this BDB, like hair loss. There are some people out there that are very sensitive to DHT. And when you start taking DHT derivatives, and I see this in a lot of girls, because a lot of girls think that Anavar is the key for them. And they take this Anavar, oxandrolone is really what it is. And at that point, when they start taking it, they start getting shedding and hair loss. And they start freaking out. And at that point, it's not something you can turn off right then and there. It's not a switch. It's something that has to gradually turn off. And you have to gradually lower the DHT down to get them within the right level so they're not losing hair or shedding hair. Guys shed hair, they start freaking out. And I see in your picture, you're shaved, right? You don't have much hair on the top. And that's okay, right? us guys, we can do that. We start losing a little bit of hair. Who cares? We'll shave our head. We're going to go about our business. We're going to be bulls and let's rock and roll. But girls, they're going to be more. They're going to freak the hell out when their hair starts falling out. And a lot of girls, this happens to. And some guys, they start freaking out too because some guys, they love their hair more than sex or anything else. And that's all they care about. They want their Fabio hair. So, for those people, they have to watch it too. So I don't think that would be the best combination. But ECA Stack Plus, I think would be a good one. I think it would help lean them up. I think it'd be really good. Can you spell that fish oil, please? It's Vasipa. Let me get the exact spelling for you just to make sure that I'm spelling it right for you. Yeah, so...
VASCEPA?
Yeah, prescribed fish oil. Yeah, I'll get it for you 1 second.
This one right here, John?
Yep. VASCEPA. Vasipa. And Vasipa is not something you can get over the counter, so you know this, Kari. The only way that you can get Vasipa is through a prescription. And it's funny, right? It's crazy to think about that. You're like, it's only a fish oil, but it's prescribed. And I don't know why that is. They should be able, listen, this should be able to go out to everybody. I mean, because fish oil is not going to kill you, okay? But, at this point, it's the purest fish oil you can get. And when you get this, if you do get it, compare it to any over-the-counter. I mean, it's night and day. It's so crazy to look at. When you look at this clear gel tab, clear, like see through it, and then you look at the best fish oils on the market, and it's so yellow, and you can't see through it because it's so dingy, you're like, oh my God, and this is just crazy. So most of cardiologists, if they see this, when they see the HDL going too low, and they want to raise it, they usually put them on Vasipa. That's the biggest one. All right. Roman, what's going on? Bradley X, what's going on? PVP, John Lopez, Osama. I am Sean. What's going on? Fit Mom. We spelled that for her. Terry, how you doing? What's the cost of RX fish oil? Honestly, I have no idea. I don't buy it, so I really don't know. Short and sweet. I seen your message. I'm sorry. I see it later on today. I will give you a call tomorrow to let you know, or I'll write you back tonight. Either way, okay? I appreciate you as well. Thank you so much. She actually came out to look at our Wi-Fi and help us out from Frontier, so she's awesome. So I got to give a big shout out to her. Transparency question. Please shoot me out a transparency question. I like to be transparent.
Got one for you right here.
All right. How is it possible to be on a healthy dose of test for years and have zero libido? Whoa. Okay. All right. So let's talk about this. Nathan. You're on a healthy dose of testosterone for years and have zero libido. How much is a healthy dose of testosterone? Number 2, have you blood tested to see where your estradiol levels are at and make sure all the other hormones are in check to where they need to be. When somebody tells me that they have zero libido and they've been on testosterone, I have to ask about the other hormones, because usually this sounds like an estrogen problem, and you correct that, and your libido is going to go back through the roof. I guarantee when you started testosterone in the beginning, it wasn't like this, and you had the rev. But what happens is you start converting, and then you start raising that estradiol up, and then you start losing libido factor. It could be that, or it could be another hormone, right? But that usually is the trick. Cameron D says Brooksville Pharmacy is reputable. I use them. Okay. Listen, conflicting stories here. Listen, I know most of the pharmacies that I use, like First Choice, nobody's going to say anything about them. And if they do, at that point, I'll show you guys the testing to back it up. It's a beautiful thing. This is a TRT clinic. So I like to call it a preventive and anti-aging clinic. The reason I say that is because we don't just do TRT or HRT. There's places out there, a TRT clinic, oh, great, that's what you do? We do all and everything across the board. So, not just TRT or HRT, but everything that's going to make you feel better, look better, perform better, preventative and anti-aging medicine. That's what we do.
New followers today, all right.
How much easier is it to lean bulk at 18, even when eating unhealthy, but getting protein? It's going to lean bulk, eating unhealthy. That don't go together. You're going to lean bulk, but you're eating unhealthy. I don't understand that. At 18 years old, though, your body should be working the most optimal it has ever worked before, or is it going to work? And like I know when I was 18 years old, like I didn't have the nutritional guidance and everything like that I have now, or the knowledge. And my diet at 18 years old was not that good. Coming in out of college, I was an athlete, but at that point, like you still eat McDonald's and like all this stuff, like, but it'll be easier for you to bulk and to stay lean, being younger. The older you get, the harder it gets. But some people, even at 18 years old, they have a tough time, or they might have already been obese or overweight. So what I would tell you is, Freelo, is start concentrating on eating healthy, right? If you need to add a couple more calories in, you need to add a cheeseburger in or whatever, do that. That's fine. But start yourself getting in the routine of eating healthy and then adding the extra calories in when you need them. I think you'll get a better lean bulk. You'll get the unicorn effect, which means you'll be able to grow lean muscle tissue. It might not be as much, but you're not adding as much fat on your body either, or water. And you'll stay lean at the same time. That's what you want to do. If I was going to start over and say, hey, listen, all right, what's going to be my game plan from 18 years old now? Now, if I go back in time, man, and take all the knowledge back with me, man. So at that point, what I would do is I would go back and I would go for the unicorn effect and grow a little bit of tissue every single year. And then when you hit like 24, 25 years old, you're going to be stacked and jacked, and it's going to be looking great, and you're saying to yourself, well, that might be 7 years. 4 to 6 years I'd give myself for growth if I were you at that point. And I would try to eat the healthiest as possible. All right, so Freelo, I'm able to put on muscle and losing fat, and I'm past the beginner gains. So I don't know how it works. So it's real simple. You keep eating, you keep training, you keep sleeping, you keep drinking water. If you keep doing these things, you will put on muscle. So I'm able to put on muscle and losing fat. So if you're able to do this and you're not a beginner, keep doing what's working. If you're doing this and everything is going in the right direction, keep on the path. Don't veer or take some other advice. Like if I told you, like, you know what, stop what you're doing and do it like this. And you're like, damn, like, well, this is working for me. I don't want to take away what's working from you. We want to add on to things that are working, make them better, refine them, and keep progressing. So you're good. Ron Shoddy, what's going on? Holly, what's going on? What do we got in here? I'm able to put on, yeah, that's on TikTok. All right, so all right, so Ron Shoddy builds said, hey, how long do people normally stay on CAC 1295 with alpurelin, like the once daily injections at bedtime? They can stay on them forever. They can definitely stay on them forever. If they don't want to stay on them forever, they can go on them every couple months, get off for a month, go back on. You can actually change some different things up, maybe go on IGF-1 LR3 in the interim, and then go back on CAC 1295 with ipurelin. You can start switching things up, making the body guess a little bit, differentiating some things, but it's okay to use CAC with ipurelin every day for long extended periods of time, okay? With IGF-1 LR3, you could build up some sensitivity, so that's where you want to go on and off every couple months, all right? That's why I said with CAC, you can change some things up and add it in there and be good to go. Freelo, you are welcome, man. Thank you for tuning in. I'm here for all you guys. I don't care how old you guys are. I'll give you the best advice I possibly can and tell you guys what's for sure. I go for blood work panels tomorrow. I'm ready to make progress. I'm ready to make progress for you too. I cannot wait to help you out for sure. Because I already talked to you. I know what your goals are. I'm going to get you back on track to where you need to be. All right. Real Champagne Poppy, Chad, what's going on? Easily Fit, what's going on? Barbell Team Love for Life. Hassan, J. Perez. What's going on, man? So many people on here. Show me the money. That's right. Kari Christine asks, what do you recommend for recovery and weight loss? I train legs once a week, but so difficult to recover. By the time the week is out, I'm still in pain. Okay, so one, have you had your hormones checked? Are you dialed in? Because this could do something for recovery. Two, for recovery, if your hormones are all dialed in, you're all good to go there. You can use a couple different things for recovery. One, IGF-1 LR3 will help with recovery. Two, you use Hercules Potion, has glutamine in it, and 8 other components that will definitely help workouts and recovery. For weight loss, there's so many different options. It really depends on what you're kind of looking for and how much you want to lose. We talk about semaglutide, game changer. Tirzepatide, even more. If you're looking for something that has a little bit of a stimulant, energy that can help you lean, EC Stack Plus. We also have our AOD 9604, which is a game changer along with weight loss. So this really comes down to the person and the personalized regimen that needs to be rolled out. And we really need some more information to be able to personalize that regimen for you. But we have the different options. We have the tools. We have the artillery. We just need to see what will fit best for you. Okay? Sean Purcell, what's the actual free testosterone? Okay. That's a good question, Shauna. We did talk about a good amount of testosterone he was taking, but we never seen what the numbers were, especially on the free testosterone. Great. And that's what I thought, Shauna, right off the bat. Estrogen's too high. If he's taking testosterone, he's been taking it for years, he has that conversion, he hasn't been able to take a blocker, that's the problem usually with libido. Now, free testosterone, if that is not optimal and that's not working how it should, she's right. Libido could be off and you could have symptoms of low testosterone from that too as well. Good job, Shauna. Next year in Vegas, you better be coming out to the booth. I want to meet you in person. How much are your peptides? Still 99 Dark Horse. Well, it really depends on what peptides you ask for, but usually most of them are $275 for 1 month therapy packages. Some are they last a bit longer than that. So it really depends on what you want. The best thing I can tell you to do is call or text 727-389-3220 and have the staff members go over your personalized questions with you, and they'll give you the prices too as well. But majority of them are $275 for a 1 month therapy package. Okay. Misty, Jay Slayer, Slow Flow, Sherry, what's going on? Michael, how you doing? Wellness, NPC. What hormone causes acne in a female, and how do you fix it? This is simple, and this does it for males and females. It's estrogen. It's estrogen.
Not the testosterone.
It's not testosterone. People always think, oh, it's testosterone. No, it's a conversion. It's a conversion. You're not blocking it or that being off or imbalance. That's where the acne comes from. And it doesn't just happen to females. It happens to males. And you look at those guys out there, and you can tell a lot of them, right, that are imbalanced because they have acne all over their back, their chest. It just looks horrible. I'm like, dude, I go up to those guys. I'm like, man, you should probably get check your hormones, see what's going on, and fix them. Oh, I'm all right. I'm like, dude, you're putting in all this work, right? You're putting all this stuff in your body. For what? To show off what you got. You want to take off your shirt. And these guys are down in Florida. So I'm like, it's beach time or pool time at least 7 or 8 months out of the year down here. So majority of people have their shirts off or want to take them off, especially if you're putting all that work in on the body. So at that point, you should definitely check your hormones, and it's probably going to be your estrogen. And usually females get it at that time of the month because those hormones are all out of balance, whack, and going high. And that's usually what causes acne in them too as well. So just like kids that go through puberty. Hormones fluctuate and that's kind of what the breakouts happen on them too as well. Who says no anti-aging peptides? I don't know. Titan does use DAG. See, we do for sure. And it's CJC. So, at that point, we use anti-aging peptides. We have all of them that you could possibly ask for. Thank God. So far, so good. And the FDA hasn't shut down everybody. So at that point, we're still getting these peptides out to our patients. If you guys are interested in peptide therapy, I'd jump on it sooner than later. You guys can call or text 727-389-3220. All right. The Mona Lizzie, what's going on? Vitro, what's going on? H. Ryder, Nativa, what's going on? K. Rowe, what's up? Nick Hill, what's going on? Devin, how you doing? Who else do we got here?
Christine lady says she had her hormones checked. She's on HRT.
Christine said that?
Yeah.
Yes, I had my hormones checked on HRT. Okay, so where do the levels come back as? That's my next question. If you're on HRT, great. Hormones are checked. Were they checked beforehand or after you've been on treatment? Next question. All right. Sean Purcell, use that. Got that.
There you go, right here.
Here we go. All right. I recently talked to a buddy, and he mentioned how he takes Cialis with his other subs. Does that really help? I'd rather not be walking around with the gym with an erection. Ha ha ha. So, Cialis is good for vasodilation, blood flow, right? That's what creates erections and stuff like that. It's also good for BPH. So with this, you could use it, and it will give you a pump. But I think there's other things out there that will work better and have other benefits along with it, like Hercules Potion, where you're talking about glutamine, arginine, ornithine, lysine, L-citrulline, proline, taurine, and NAC. Because you'll get the blood flow, the vasodilation, all from the arginine and L-citrulline. You'll get recovery with glutamine. You'll be able to work out, do more strenuous activity with the ornithine, help the immune system with lysine, and NAC with the liver functions, collagen-based amino with proline. taurine for, cramps, brain function, and then L-carnitine for more helping build more muscle, blood flow, and nervous system. So I think there's other things out there that will work better. I just know a lot of these people have went to Viagra or Cialis, and I'm going to take it before the gym. Well, you know what? I don't want to take those before the gym either. You want to take them before fun time in the bedroom with your partner? Great. But in the gym, that's just not me. Some people out there, God bless you. If you want to do it, go ahead.
This is too much. Just work out hard.
Yeah, just work out. I mean, come on. I'm so there in Vegas. We will see you at the booth in Vegas.
Boy.
Shauna, I want to see you for sure.
We'll meet Mike over there.
For sure. I cannot wait. I can't wait. That's the Scorpio. What's going on? Are you guys going to do another special on Cupid's Candy? Absolutely. Absolutely, I will. For sure, 100%. I'll set it up in the next couple weeks for Cupid's Candy. We'll do a special on libido enhancers, okay? Maybe I'll do it for first of the year, or maybe something like that. I'll come up with something good, okay? Do you have a consultation fee? Yes, we have a consultation fee. If it's for hormones and stuff like that, full consultation, it's usually $150. If it's for weight loss and you don't want blood work to look at or don't want to look, then it'd be $100. All right. But yes, we do have it, and that's good for, basically the whole 6 months. It's so if you need any problems, you have any issues, you can talk to our medical staff, our providers, and we'll go over these things and get you helped out. All right. Ahmed, are peptides getting banned? Yes. Peptides are on the ban list for the FDA as far as compounding. They're not supposed to be getting compounded. And at that point, there's still pharmacies out there that have a supply, and there's still pharmacies out there that are still compounding. So at that point, they are still available. People ask me next question, how long are they going to be available? I have no idea. I've been getting stock just like you guys, man. I've been on the only thing that I'm a little bit different is I connect directly with these pharmacies and the owners, and I ask them what the deal is, because I'm spending a ton of money with you guys. I want to know what the deal is. And a lot of them really don't know. They're all flying by the seat of their pants, majority of them. Some of them have some legal defenses if they do come down and try to, stomp on them. So we'll see how this all goes. I mean, you guys are right there with me, and we're going through this together. So we'll see how it ends up. Wellness NPC, you are absolutely welcome. Any other questions you have, please let me know. Selena, how you doing? Issy, how you doing? They are in range now after treatment on combo cream. Okay. So they're within range. And you got a combo cream going on. So I'm looking at the original question here. Recovery, weight loss. Okay. So what was out of range? What have you gotten in range? Testosterone, I think that might be one. And is it progesterone or estrogen? The only reason I'm asking these questions is if you were on a higher dose of estrogen or progesterone, and I see these prescribed on heavy dosages from some providers, this can actually make you gain weight. So I want to make sure that you're there okay, because within range can mean a lot of different things. At that point, listen, if everything's good there, then if you really want weight loss, semaglutide, tirzepatide, you're good to go. If you don't want to use those medications, there's ECA Stack Plus, which is great. Like I said, it'll give you energy boost, mental clarity, help you get lean, or AOD 9604. And you could stack these things together to be able to utilize these things. All right. DC Baker, what's going on, girl? I hope all is well. I haven't seen you forever. I hope all is good. What else we got here? All right. So I'm an aspiring wellness competitor working on a recomp ATM, and I'm local, definitely looking to get a blood panel with you guys. Awesome. Mona Lizzie, we'll definitely help you out, and we can definitely help you out, especially through this. I mean, I don't know how many competitors I've helped, and it's good that you're doing blood work. It's good to see what's going on, especially with competitors. So many competitors go through some of these different things. Some competitors, they don't get checked up on as far as their blood work, and they start introducing things in their body that they really don't know about, and they start taking some of these things at heavy doses, and it starts messing some of the different things up. Knowing your blood work, knowing where your baselines are at or what's going on inside the body is one of the best tools you can have to be able to make an educated decision about what you want to do with your body going forth, for sure, 100%. All right, what else do we got here?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're so welcome, Curry.
And the other guy too, right?
You're so welcome too, man.
Candos, cool.
Can does random things. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you guys. Kayla, what's going on, Kayla? Long time. I hope all is well. We're rocking and rolling over here. They want to ban stuff that works. Isn't that the truth, short and sweet? That is for sure the truth. She's time to stock up. So that's what I've told everybody, man. Stock up while you can. You have it. It'll never go to waste. You can always utilize it and have it. That's a good thing about it. Neil DeLito, Carolina, what's going on? How you doing? Skip Tony, Annette, Rebecca, Princess of Power, how you doing? Carrie, if I have blood work less than 3 months, does it have to be done again with you guys? So we usually take within 60 days. Less than 3 months. If you get it over to us, I can try to say, hey, listen, can we work this in? Usually it's 60 days, but we might be able to make an exception if it's very close. So let us know, and we'll be happy to try to help you out, okay? Sheena, what's going on? Raul, what's going on? Jay Jacobs in the house. All right, so let's get to one of my topics here. All right, so woman says Ozempic helped her stop drinking. So semaglutide, the main active ingredient that we would talk about. Here's what the research says about it and how it may work. So what this lady basically said was she started taking semaglutide. She's lost 30 pounds in a matter of months. She's super happy. One other thing that started happening is she lost the itch, per se, to drink any wine. And she would want to do one glass of wine at the end of the day. That was like her reward. I know so many women and males out there that at the end of their day, they have some sort of outlet. And that might be smoking a cigarette, smoking a cigar, smoking a joint, drinking a drink. And what's been amazing about this is this lady, because of the drug, has lost all her appetite from drinking. She doesn't even want it. So when she goes home, she doesn't really want it. When she goes out with her friends and they're all drinking to have a social drink, she tries, but she can't even finish the drink. It's because her body's telling her, I don't really want this. And that's awesome, right? There's a couple drugs out there on the market that help with addictive things, like cigarettes. There's different things out there, like Chantix, but the bad thing with Chantix was it creates suicide effects with some people and dark thoughts. Don't want to have that, right? And then you have other things out there like semaglutide. And the way that semaglutide works, so GLP-1, glucagon-like peptide 1, the way this active ingredient works is it works in a couple different ways, but the way that it works with this is that it hits a part of the brain, and that brain is for basically you to stop eating. But it's more of a shut-off switch. And that shut-off switch is what is helping this lady not drink alcohol. And this has been said with people with drug addictions too. Like some people never want to smoke pot again. Some people didn't want to do their oxycodone, right? Their pain medications, all these different things because of this drug. And because it hits the brain, that area, they're saying that is the reason why these things have gone away, and it's basically stopped the itch. So this is amazing, and they want to do more studies on this, which is great. I think they need to. There's so many different uses for semaglutide already, or so many health benefits. It's ridiculous. And we haven't even really looked at it all the way like we should have. But at that point, for things like this to come out, and if they can do larger randomized clinical trials, it's going to be a game changer. If we can use this to help cure alcoholism or drug addiction, it's going to be a win-win, especially people that are obese. If they take this drug, they lose weight, and they get over the addictions, man, that's killer, man. I mean, there's nothing out there that has that. So many properties that could be healthy for you guys. So big benefits with semaglutide all the way around. And big shout out to this lady, man. I mean, she lost weight and she stopped drinking. And listen, drinking is not good for you. Okay, we know that. So if you can stop doing the negative things affecting your body, you'll probably be healthier and have a longer, healthier, improved life. Okay, so semaglutide, big win. All right, so this one was another question. Usually I have like health questions or articles I talked to you guys about, but I recently got a car, and this was a factor. How important is CarPlay to car buyers? How important is it to you? If you got a car, or you were going to go buy a car, that it had CarPlay. Now, over 50% of people have Apple iPhones. Okay? So if you have an Android, it really doesn't matter. But if you have an Apple iPhone, do you want CarPlay in your car or not? So here's how it all laid out. The breakdown was over 6,400 people they did this poll with. 734 votes, which was 11%, said yes. Okay. 5,138 votes. 79% said no.
That's huge.
No. They do not want a car without CarPlay. 555 votes said maybe. That was 8%. 79%, almost 80% of people said they will not buy a car without CarPlay. The reason I say this, and this article draws so much attention to me, is because all my cars have CarPlay. All of them. Every single one of them, except for one. It's the newest one I have. And it does not have CarPlay. But it's 2023 and don't have CarPlay. Just don't understand that. If you have CarPlay and you've used CarPlay, you know how nice it is. Now, once you go back and not using CarPlay and going back to just Bluetooth, it sucks. Okay? And I understand now why 5,138 people voted no. And it will never buy a car ever again without CarPlay. Because at that point, you have to look down on your phone. And you're not supposed to be doing that while you're driving. It's supposed to be on the screen, which is real nice. Have all your apps up there. It's real nice. You go through it. So CarPlay is a game changer. And the other thing is GM, which I don't know why they're doing this. Next year, they're going to phase out CarPlay from all their models of vehicles. All of them. Bad mistake, buddy. 79% of those people will not buy a vehicle without CarPlay. You should really do polls on these things before you start doing that. Because every other car I know has CarPlay. And the cars that don't have it, some McLarens don't have CarPlay, so you guys know that. Okay? You have to actually buy the option with it. 2024s and ups will have CarPlay, but before that, you have to buy the option. So that sucks. Without CarPlay, it just sucks. All right. So how often do you get a health checkup? 28% said every 3 months. 24% said every 6 months. 3% said every year. 20% said only when needed. 16% said it's been so long that I don't remember. Wow. Now, I can kind of side with you guys out there with the only when needed. The only reason I say that is because, before I got into this, I wasn't preventative like I am now. I wasn't looking for preventative or preaching preventative. I was more of the fact that I didn't want to take any medications. I don't care if it was a Tylenol or aspirin. I didn't want any medications. And I was only going to go to a doctor or do a checkup if I was sick and couldn't get over myself. So I understand that thinking. But you got to start rewiring the thinking. Was that the best play for me all those years? Probably not. Is it the best play for you? Probably not. And is it better or more advantageous, have more of an advantage to get preventative care? Yes. Can it save you from other health problems in the future? Probably yes. Can you find out things in the future, first stages of things if they are going wrong? Probably. So I always recommend getting checkups, getting blood work, just to know what's going on. Doesn't mean you have to do anything. Doesn't mean you have to take any medications. But it gives you the knowledge of what's going on, and you have that for your own peace of mind. And then at that point, if you need something, you can make that decision. Says Jordan, man, we're covering everything from semaglutide or even semaglutide helping people stop drinking or doing addictive things like smoking, drinking, all these things. We talked about IGF-1 LR3 and how beneficial it can be for so many different people. Richard List, what's going on, Richard? My dude, man.
He won a couple times on
I'm telling you, I seen him too, man. It's good. It's definitely good to see you, bro. So that's it. So wherever you guys are at, definitely get checkups, and we can get blood work wherever you guys are located in the country. So you guys have no excuse. It's not super expensive. You'll be good to go. How about GHK copper? What about it? It's an amazing peptide. I use it. It's great for skin. It's good for a lot of different things. There's great benefits with GHK copper, and I will talk about this. We're going to start releasing some of these peptides, even if they're only around for a limited amount of time. At least you guys will get to try them, use them, and get some benefit. When we get blood work done through you guys, do you go over the results with the patient? So, good question. What we do is, if you buy the blood work for $130, right? What happens is when the blood results come in, the medical assistant is going to call you. Now, our provider's already looked at it, and what they do is they just give a brief synopsis to the medical assistant, like, hey, listen, everything was good on here, or this could kind of be looked at in these spots. But if you want in-depth reading of your results, you'll schedule a consultation when they call you with your blood results. And then you get in front of the provider. And the provider's going to go over all these tests in depth, or if you have specific questions about the test, they're going to go into all that information with you. Medical assistants can't go in depth on those blood tests. I wouldn't have go in depth with those blood tests for you guys. I want you guys to talk to a provider and really get educated about what's going on inside you guys. Okay? All right, upcoming Titan events. 12/16 next weekend. Skel's Ugly Sweater Christmas Art Show at Aloft, Midtown. Never been to that Aloft yet. Can't wait. 121 Festival of Speed at Vinoy Park in St. Petersburg. Starting the year off right. 2024. I cannot believe it. We're underneath, 30 days? We're less than that. What, man? Fuck. Jeez, 22 days? 5, 6, 26 days. 26 days till New Year's Eve. Crazy, just crazy. So we'll see how New Year's goes. But get your New Year's resolution started now. If it's to lose weight, get it going now. If it's gain muscle, get it going now. Do this stuff. Need some events in California. You know what, Seth? I might research or do an event in California this year with Michael Hearn. Michael Hearn is a part of the Titan family. He's going to be with me for a long time. And at that point, we're going to do some crazy stuff and some new stuff. So, you know what? We might do that. I don't know. We'll have to get our heads together, me and him, and think about what we can do out there to really rock it out. But I like that. I like to do something in some different places. That'd be nice. Vegas, Olympia, we'll see you there. That's really close to California. Fit Expo's right here. So I was looking at the LA Expo. Let me know of another expo you think is really, really good, Seth. And I'll try to look into possibly doing that one, all right? All right, guys, that's it. That's all that we have today for you guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in to Titan Talk Tuesday. Every Tuesday with me, John, CEO of Titan Medical Center. I'll be here for you guys. I appreciate you guys. Anything you guys have, bring your questions to me. I'll answer them live for you guys. Get them good, too, man. Give me some good questions. Put me on the spot. I love it. All right? I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys next Tuesday with me, John, Titan Talk Tuesday. And I will see you guys then. Send an email for an appointment. When will I hear back? All right, so you should hear back tonight or tomorrow, Carrie, and they'll get you all set up, okay? You might want to text 727-389-3220. That's the main line. We all see those, me and my wife too as well. And I'll make sure it's a priority to get back to you and get you all settled. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your week. Appreciate you guys. Get those presents. Have a happy holidays. If I